What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? What's good? Oh man, got a one for us. Let's get to it, man.
Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me, it seems that the facts have missed us. Who will be there to reach down to hug and kiss us? Frankly, the conversation would need to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the lust, avoiding the fact that it provides a pleasant rush. But who in this world can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the bat. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's for the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we ain't gonna make it in this world. We
What's
need to
good?
focus on the present and think less about the past, cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be our fucking ass. You gotta know just where you're coming from to get where you're going.
So get on your search for knowledge, cause there's power in knowing.
We need to pick up more books and read them cover to cover. And after you get the information, pass it to your brother. Spread it to the whole world. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make. There's good and bad in everybody, but you gotta bounce it out. And if we all found that, we change the world, no doubt. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world.
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? It's your big homie, Big Bayday, man. And this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. I want to thank everybody for tapping in with me, man. I want to thank all y'all for tapping in with me, man. I do not take this for granted. This journey that I'm on, this information journey that I'm on, giving y'all and we're sharing together. I do not take this for granted, man. I do not take my YouTube channel for granted. I do not take this shit for granted, man. I'm definitely appreciative of the platform that I built over here, and thankful for anybody who does tune in because you don't have to be here. So thank you for being here. I got something very serious to talk about tonight, y'all. Y'all know my topics are always serious. Y'all know that. Y'all know when I get on here, y'all got something serious to look forward to and something positive, something groundbreaking to look forward to. Hey, Rebecca. Salute to you, Rebecca, for that donation you sent yesterday, man. Baby girls, thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much for that donation you sent yesterday. I went today and I bought my kids some food with it, man. So thank you so much for that donation you sent yesterday. I turned it straight into some food, and I stretched that thing pretty far. I got a good little bit of stuff with that money. So thank you for that donation. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your time. BH, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all. So let's get to this topic tonight. Uncle Tom, man. We talking about Uncle Tom, man. Who is Uncle Tom? First and foremost, let's break down. Let's. I know a lot of people don't know who Uncle Tom is. I know, because Black history is not something that everybody's big on, and it's okay. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm very big on my people's history, very big on African history, very big on world history, and it ain't hard to tie this shit together, man. It ain't hard to tie this stuff together. So, who is Uncle Tom? All right, I'm gonna show y'all. First and foremost, let me read it. Uncle Tom is the title character of Harriet Beecher Stowe's 1852 novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin. The character was seen in the Victorian era as a groundbreaking literary attack against the dehumanization of slaves. Tom is a deeply religious Christian preacher who to his fellow slaves who uses non-resistance, but who accepts being flogged to death rather than violate the plantation's code of silence by informing against the routes being used by two women who have just escaped from slavery. So basically, he didn't believe in resistance, so he wasn't fighting the slavery, but he kept the code of silence to not snitch and not tell on the two slave girls who ran away, the slave women who escaped. So he basically sacrificed himself to not tell on those slave women, and that's honorable in itself. But also too, it's deeper than honorable. This is the Jesus Christ story being told again, because one man sacrificing his life, or one man's life getting sacrificed for the greater good of all the rest of the slaves, is the same Jesus Christ story they told to all of us to try to keep us happily in bondage. Because these stories that they promote and propagate to us were given to us. The Jesus Christ story, the Christianity, all this stuff was given to us to make us accept the slavery that we're put under. That's all it's about. It's those things that make slavery a little bit more tolerable. So, like I said, he was a religious Christian preacher, right? So he had to be a Christian preacher. So it says, however, the character also came to be scrutinized by allegedly inexplicably kind to white slave owners, especially based on his portrayal to pro-compassion dramatizations. So he was a sellout. He was the first sellout, basically, other than like a Judas or something like that. He was a sellout. He was basically somebody who sided with his oppressor. And by him siding and being kind to his oppressor, this was a propaganda book. Uncle Tom's Cabin was a propaganda book that was used to make slaves not buck the slave system and not fight the slavery. It was a propaganda tool, just like the Bible was. So it said this led to the use of Uncle Tom, sometimes shortened just as Tom, as a derogatory epithet for an exceedingly subservient person or house Negro. So he basically is a house Negro, particularly one accepting the uncritical of their own lower class status. So he was the first. Uncle Tom is the first sellout black man who accepted his punishment, accepted his slavery, and gladly wore the role of a low vibrational, low quality slave. He gladly wore that title. So Uncle Tom is the biggest sellout, the first big sellout. But like I said, these books that were written by men were written to propagate a certain type of lifestyle and to make slaves subservient. We all know, all my people know who been rocking with my channel for a while. We all heard, I taught y'all before about Willie Lynch. So we all know that there was a systematic, what's good? We all know that there was a systematic form of control that was put onto the black slave class of people and the black people in America to subjugate them and make them stay down and stay subservient. So we know that there was and still is a systematic system of slavery to keep people, black people, subjugated to every other person on this planet. So for anybody to talk that hate speech or to try to say anything, you can't say anything about hate speech unless you denounce Willie Lynch. You can't say nothing about hate speech unless you denounced slavery. You can't say nothing about hate speech or disrespectful, derogatory language unless you stand up against what your ancestors did to my ancestors. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that that gaslighting shit to where people say, well, you can't speak about hate because you can't talk about like things like that because it's not like that anymore. That's not true. Because under the Willie Lynch Act, they said if the slave owners instilled the Willie Lynch effect hard enough and instilled the rules that he was given to them to instill into their slaves, he said that form of slavery that he was teaching would carry on for up to 1,000 years. So just off of the Willie Lynch slave manual alone, we know that the slavery that has been put in place was put in place for a permanent or a long-term effect. It was not no temporary shit. So for anybody to say, you can't speak about racism and things like that because it's not like that no more, that's not true. That Willie Lynch slave system is still in place. So we are not going to sit here and try to gaslight what I'm speaking about because I'm speaking facts and data here. I'm not speaking my feelings. I'm not speaking none of that. I'm speaking facts. So let's go. So we know from Willie Lynch that the subjugation of black people is still in play. It's still in play. And we know by Uncle Tom that this character was propagated to make black people stay down and never rise up to who they're supposed to be. We know that this Jesus book, the Bible, was given to us as slaves. See, if you know anything about your history, you would know Jesus, the Bible was the only book that slaves were able to read. So if you took the ability for me to read and write all the way from me, but you gave me a specific book and only one book that I could read, there's something to think about that. There's something to think about that. So I don't care how you feel about your religion. If that's your religion, I don't care about that. I want you to think, why would the person who's enslaving you take every other dialect from you, every other language from you, but give you his language and give you his book to study? They gave you his language and gave you his God to study. Something, you got to think about that. You can't stay naive no more. I put that shit so clearly to where you understand what I'm saying, whether you want to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior or not. That's not what this is about. I'm speaking about Uncle Tom syndrome and how that Christian, all that shit, everything that they gave to you was used to destroy you, essentially. So now that we know who Uncle Tom is, I want y'all to see some things. I got some videos I got to show y'all. So now that we know who Uncle Tom is, I want y'all to see these videos. Let me see if I can find it.
We ain't gonna never have no peace. The culture, the nature's different. I don't hate you. We can eat in your restaurant. We want to marry women. We got you women now. It ain't nothing we can't do today. But the culture, the nature's different. I don't hate you. We can eat in your restaurant. We want to marry women. We got you women now. It ain't nothing we can't do today. But these things the dog got. I see dogs on television eating out of the same plate with white people. I see dogs in the buses, and they do everything with the dogs. So I ain't getting nothing the dog ain't got. So really,
hold up, and let me pause that right there. What he said, black people ain't getting nothing the dog ain't got, and he said the truth. Black people didn't get no more rights than a dog on this planet got. Let me tell y'all something. Today, I was at the airport today, because I work at an airport, right? I was at the airport today. And I seen a woman with a bag, a big luggage bag, and she had a stroller with the right hand. She was an older woman. So I was like, oh shit, this older woman got a baby. Okay, that's what's up. So as I get closer to her, I see the stroller, and there's no baby in the stroller. She had a fucking dog in the stroller. One of them little shit dogs, like one of them little schnauzer shit dogs. I don't even know what you call them. I don't like dogs. I'm not a dog person. I'm not against dogs, but I'm not a dog person because I don't like dogs. I like cats and different types of animals. I don't like dogs. What are we doing next? Where do we go next? You want to jump? I want to jump. You want a ball? I want a ball. I don't want no dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't like dogs. I like cats. I like things that are self-sufficient and don't need me so motherfucking much. So the lady had a fucking dog in the stroller in the airport like a baby. And then I thought back about what Muhammad Ali said. Black people didn't get no rights. We got just as much rights in America as a fucking dog, bro. I thought about that, and it was so fucking true. Matter of fact, I never even been on an airplane before. I bet you her dog... No. It's a fact that her dog has flown more than me. So it's crazy that even dogs get just the same rights or even more freedoms and rights than the average person. So we didn't get nothing from that. Let's go. I'm going to rewind what he said, and we're going to go from there. Let's go, man. I'm going to rewind what the brother said, and we're going to go from there, man.
We ain't gonna never have no peace. The culture, the nature's different. I don't hate you. We can eat in your restaurant. We want to marry women. We got you women now. It ain't nothing we can't do today. But these things the dog got. I see dogs on television eating out of the same plate with white people. I see dogs in the buses, and they do everything with the dogs. So I ain't getting nothing the dog ain't got. So really, ain't nothing in this integration. I need some land. I need some jobs. My people need jobs. We need something so we can build and do for ourselves, and we must have some land. 40 million people. You know, it's a lot of Negroes just in New York and Cleveland, Baltimore, Washington, California. It's a lot of black. Woo, that's a whole nation. 40 million, man. And they don't tell you the truth about that. They want us to stop having babies. They give them birth control. They're paying black women not to have babies.
40 million, not 20 million?
Yeah, they're paying black women not to have babies now. They got all kind of plans to stop our race.
Well,
so when we know all of this,
getting into birth
so now a man with my knowledge, what can you tell a man like me now? What's your suggestion? That's your question. Okay, you talking to me, not a dumb Negro or pork chop eater, don't know the truth. I'm free now. I woke up. Now, what are you gonna tell me now? I done gave you my solution, some land of my own, doing something for myself like you, England, and America do. Now, I know you're not against the black man. I know you're not against me having my land, are you? I know you English, the ruled and slaves forever for a long time. But do you still today don't want me to have my own country and build for myself and govern myself? Would you think that's bad if we thought like that? What's your solution to my problem? 1974, white man just flew from New York to England in an hour, less than 2 hours. You all are so progressive. You're walking around on other planets. Now, today, I'm intelligent too now. What's your suggestion? What should be my movement? Integrate?
Yeah, equal rights in a mixed society.
In this society, where you still own the government, you still own the train station, the railroad plant, the electric plant, these television cameras, you still make all the food, you control everything, and I'm like a leech on a dog's back. All I can do is just wait for you. I can't do nothing for myself. Integrating in your society don't mean I'm doing nothing for myself. You doing it all. I want to do something for myself. I'm tired of depending on you. You might get broke one day. Your stores might close. Your gas pumps might cut off again. I'm relying on you now. Can I have my own land and country?
Well, you've got your own freedom here. For instance, I know you're luckier than many black people in America, but you're your own
I'm
boss.
speaking for my nation.
I know, I appreciate
If I was
that.
representing just me, I wouldn't be talking like this, because I got it made. I'm talking for my brothers.
But I just don't see how, Mohammed, I don't see how you can slice up America into bits and get all the whites in one area and all the blacks in another.
Then we leave then. We leave.
But they'd miss you.
I know it.
One last question. At the end of your life, whether it was Allah who was saying it, Elijah Muhammad, or whether it was something that someone wrote about you after you'd gone.
So my man said,
the electric plant, these television cameras, you still make all the food, you control everything, and I'm like a leech on a dog's back. All I can do is just wait for you. I can't do nothing for myself. Integrating it in your society don't mean I'm doing nothing for myself. You doing it all. I want to do something for myself. I'm tired of depending on you. You might get broke one day. Your stores might close. Your gas pumps might cut off again. I'm relying on you now. Can I have my own land and country?
Well, you've got your own freedom here. For instance, I know you're luckier than many black people in America, but you're your own boss.
I'm speaking for my nation.
hold on, you heard what he said? He said, you're doing better than most black people here. You're your own boss. See, they've been trying to sell us that fake you're your own boss bullshit since the 70s. They've been selling it to us since way back in the day. You're your own boss. You're bossed up. No, you're not. You're playing the house Negro role. They try to pay off a couple of people in our society, in our culture. They try to pay a couple of them off and have them represent all the black people, and that's not how it works. You can't have a few privileged Negroes and think that just because you've allowed a few Negroes to become privileged that the rest of us don't need to be taken into account. We don't want, see, as a black man, I work every day. I work very hard, unless it's not nothing to do. I work very hard as a man, as a black man. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't go out here in the world and beg and wish and ask for stuff. I go out here and work. I work. Even right here, right now, y'all are watching work. This is me putting in work. Putting in work for my people. Putting in work for my ancestors. Putting in work for the right cause. This ain't no clout. This ain't no fake shit. I could be talking about all the current events right now. I could be talking about Rampage Jackson's son breaking that dude off. I could be talking about all that pointless stuff, but that's not what it's about. I'm worried about these freaking sellouts. Let me show y'all something, man.
You were never supposed to have a lawn in front of your house. Did you know that? Well, here's what it made you. Think about it. Before lawns, most front yards grew food, fruit trees, vegetables, herbs. But in the late 1800s, elites in Europe, wealthy elites in Europe, I'll say, made grass lawns a status symbol. It meant you had so much money, you didn't need your land to feed you. Now that's a flex, okay? So America copied this trend. Cities encouraged it. Developers, they built it into our neighborhood designs. And eventually, HOAs, local lawns started banning front yards altogether. So now lawns look clean, but they replaced something essential, right? Our daily connection to food. They made us more dependent on grocery stores, supply chains, and the very systems that profit from our hunger. Now, a nice patch of grass, it looks nice, right? It looks nice. Right. But a patch of food keeps you alive. One builds status, the other builds freedom. And if lawns had never been pushed on us, our neighborhoods would be filled with edible gardens, fruit, nuts, seeds, native wildflowers, small community orchards. Every block would feed its people. That's crazy. What hunger? Every yard would be a little ecosystem, nourishing, abundant, and free. You were never supposed to have a lawn in front of your house. Did you know that?
Did you hear what he said? I remember when I was growing up, y'all. I remember in the 90s when I was growing up, women all had gardens in their backyard. People had gardens in their front yard, gardens in their backyard. And I ain't talking about roses and fucking petunias and gardenias and gardenias and all them fucking flowers. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, I remember back in the days, my mother, all kind of women, other women in the neighborhoods. I remember women having gardens in their backyards, vegetable gardens, fruit gardens, food, tomato gardens. And this was commonplace in the 90s. Now you look around, you got thorn bushes, fucking fern, you got non-edible stuff growing that you paying thousands of dollars to maintain. You buying these nice looking plants that you can't eat. You buying these nice looking trees that you can't eat. You buying these bushes that you can't eat. You're trimming them, paying people hundreds of dollars every month so to cut your bushes and trim them not nice and down. And man, stop playing with me, man. And then the grass that you grow, you don't let it grow and get big. You cut the grass. You have to keep it cut at a certain, man, come on, man. This shit is not a cookie cutter world we're living in. They tricked y'all out y'all's lives and turned you into Uncle Toms. Motherfuckers used to be field niggas, used to be able to grow food in your front and backyard. They tricked you and now you're in the house, Uncle Tom and Uncle Tom. You first, then deeper than that, it was okay. They put you in the house and you Uncle Tom didn't know how to cook and clean and all that. Now, a lot of women, when they went in the house, they were able to become domesticated. They started becoming domestic and shit like that with cooking, cleaning, and all that. Now y'all gave that right up. Y'all gave up that skill, and now you don't even have the rights or the skills to cook and clean no more. Now you're sitting around in a dirty house ordering out to eat food. Now you're sitting around in a dirty house, or you have to pay somebody else to cook, pay somebody else to cater for you, pay somebody else to clean your house. Now you want to hire a maid because you become so fucking lazy. You got turned into an Uncle Tom. See, they sell you they sell you slavery like it's something good for you, but in all actuality, you're just buying into your demise all the time. Every generation, we buy into some type of convenience that takes away our rights. Every fucking time. Every time, bro. Every time we always buy into some type of convenience that takes away our rights. And then you really go, and then you sit back and look at it like, damn, we got played, bro. You just got, like, let's keep it going. Let me keep it going because it's too many Uncle Toms. But I'm going to show y'all, everybody's not Uncle Tom. Some people ain't on that type. Shit. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. My bad, y'all. I'm back. I had to do something. I had to send myself this video. Watch this. Everybody's not a motherfucking a sellout, bro. Watch this. Before I play that, I want to play this.
I was going back to see, he pointed out for me that I could go back when I want to. Go back to where? As I was going back to see, he pointed out for me that I could go back when I want to. Go back to where? Huh? Go anywhere.
Sir, could you stand up? We can't hear you. Could you stand up over there by the microphone?
You mean to Africa? Do you mean to Africa? Do you mean to Africa? We are not Africans no more. You have our great grandmothers and stuff and changed us. Finish. Let me finish. And gave us a name as a Negro. I am not a Negro. A Negro is a person with a slave at the man. I just want to tell you that. And don't say nothing else to me.
Sir?
My name is Frederick Dobbs. I live at 3319 Maple. One of the ghetto areas that was pointed out in the film. I'd like to direct a question to Reverend Mitchell. Do you think that we will be satisfied with the jobs they are giving us?
Yes, I think so. Simply because we are asking that you be trained on the job, and they start you up with a certain salary starting rates, and you would be promoted up to the maximum.
No,
job.
I don't believe it. The white man is gonna keep you where he got you. You're not going no higher than he wants you to go, and we ain't gonna settle for nothing but all the way. About this violence and non-violence. I'm for violence. Because we have pleaded for the last 400 years.
Mr. Nixon, you did not speak for it. How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to provide Mr. Dillon.
No, I don't believe it.
Well, this is my own opinion.
I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Well,
See,
salvation.
you can't brainwash me.
Jesus said first you seek the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness and all these things will be
Heaven is on earth.
Mind you, brother.
Where you gonna go when we start revolution? Whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
I will, as Mr. Meek said, he wouldn't just die standing on his feet rather than die on his knees. I will die standing up for God. Regardless of any circumstance.
Okay. If God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you first must be born again. God is a
No, I
spirit.
ain't born again. I ain't got to be born again. See, I was born in a new generation. Your mother could have brainwashed you, but can't nobody brainwash me. I'm ready. It's gonna take young boys like us to win the revolution.
The white people realize today that they was wrong for enslaving the Negro. There's a great mess. Let me out finish. I'll wait. Why, if you so militant and so intelligent, why don't you keep your mouth shut?
I'll tell you why, Mr. Mitchell, because I'm sick and tired of you standing up there on a television camera, a black man with a white heart and a white face. You're a black man.
Yes, son.
As I was going back to see, he pointed out for me that I could go back when I want to. Go back to where? Huh? Go anywhere
Sir,
you
could you
want.
stand up? We can't hear you. Could you stand up over there by the microphone?
You mean to Africa? Do you mean to Africa? Do you mean to Africa? We are not Africans no more. You have raped our great grandmothers and stuff and changed us. Let me finish. And gave us a name as a Negro. I am not a Negro. A Negro is a person with a slave at the man. I just want to tell you that. And don't say nothing else to me.
Sir?
My name is Reginald Dobbs. I live at 3319 Maple, one of the ghetto areas that was pointed out in the film. I'd like to direct a question to Reverend Mitchell. Do you think that we are...
Reverend Mitchell, Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom was a Christian preacher who tried to preach that bullshit and was tolerant of what Master was doing. This Uncle Tom is gonna try to defend.
We will be satisfied with the jobs they are giving us?
Yes, son, I think so. Simply because we are asking that you be trained on the job, and they start you up with a certain salary starting rates, and you would be promoted up to the maximum.
No,
job.
I don't believe it. The white man is gonna keep you where he got you. You're not going no higher than he wants you to go. And we ain't gonna settle for nothing but all the way. About this violence and non-violence. I'm for violence. Because we have pleaded for the last 400 years.
Mr. Nixon, you did not speak for it. How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to provide Mr. Dillon. Well, this is my own opinion.
He said, I would definitely have to give him the Bible. And he said, nah, I don't want to hear that. Because this is 1955. See, the brainwash and program was fairly new to our people at this time. See, we're at a point now where it's billions of Uncle Toms out here. It's Uncle Tom women, Uncle Tom men, Uncle Tom. It's billions of them. It's millions of them. So in 1955, The mentality of the young brothers was not like that. But see, they don't show you this shit, but I'm gonna show you this shit.
I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Well, now,
See,
salvation.
you can't brainwash me.
Jesus said, first you seek the kingdom of heaven, and his righteousness, all of these things.
Hold up, I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Now I'm for violence. Because we have pleaded for the last 400 years.
Mr. Meek said you did not speak for him.
Even them motherfuckers like FYBJ Maine, another fucking Uncle Tom. Oh, I'm pushing peace. I'll push your peace. This and that, bruh. Yes, push peace for your own community, but that's not what that shit is about, bro. You're trying to dismantle, bro. Now I'm not against FYBJ Maine. I just thinking out loud, like, bro, these Uncle Toms are all throughout, bro. They're everywhere, bro. They're everywhere.
How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to use the Bible. Well, this is my own way.
I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Well, now,
See,
salvation.
you can't brainwash me.
Jesus said, first you seek the kingdom of heaven, and his righteousness, all of these things.
Heaven is on earth, mind you, brother.
You hear what he said? He said, heaven is on earth, mind you, brother, which is the truth. Heaven is here. It's here. Do y'all not? Have you ever had a fresh peach? Have you ever had a fresh, juicy, ripe, organic strawberry? Have you ever had a avocado? Have you ever had a mango? Have you ever made love to a beautiful woman? Heaven is on earth. Heaven is right here on earth. You got to make your life heaven. This is heaven. The fruit trees are supposed to be everywhere, but now they got you with shrubs and brushes and bushes every fucking where. It's supposed to be abundant fruits walking around. You're supposed to be able to walk the streets and grab a apricot and eat it. You're supposed to be able to walk the streets and grab a plum fresh off the tree and eat it. It's supposed to be piles of plums on the floor fresh falling off. It ain't supposed to be no market where you got to go pay $10 for a bag of plums. You're supposed to have a plum tree to where you grabbing plums in plum season. You're supposed to have all the different fruits throughout the year. So you get your winter fruits, your summer fruits, your mid-season fruits, your mid-season vegetables, your lettuces, man. And then you got, let's go. Then you got people like me who want to have a farm life and who live the garden life and who garden and do all the stuff that I'm supposed to do, but don't get no support. Don't get no, you know what I mean? Except for my people here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, bro.
When we start revolution, whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
I was, Mr. Meek said he wouldn't just die standing on his feet rather than die on his knees. I will die standing up for God. Regardless of anything.
Okay. If God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you first must be born again. God is a spirit.
No, born again. I ain't got to be born again. See, I was born in a new generation. Your mother could have brainwashed you, but can't nobody brainwash me. I'm ready. It's gonna take young boys like us to win the revolution.
The white people realize today that they was wrong for enslaving the nigger. The great man, let me finish. I'll wait.
Did you hear Uncle Tom? The white man is very upset that very sorry that he did this to us. On behalf of me, Uncle Tom, I am speaking on behalf of all the racist, bigot white men on this planet. You can't do that, Uncle Tom. You can't do that. You're not qualified to speak for every man. I'm not qualified to speak for every man. I'm speaking for Big Beta as a leader trying to inspire others to know, to understand the real world they live in.
If you're so militant and so intelligent, why don't you keep your mouth shut?
I'll tell you why, Religion, because I'm sick and tired of you standing up there on a television camera, a black man with a white heart and a white face. You're a black man.
Yes, son.
That nigga, you hear that? You hear what that brother said? I'm tired of you standing up here with a black heart, a white face. Get your Uncle Tom ass on somewhere. Oh, definition. That was the definition of an Uncle Tom. That dude right there was the definition of an Uncle Tom. And I'm going to show y'all modern day Uncle Toms. Oh my God. Let's go. First off, I'm gonna show you the field Negro, who's just trying to make a better way and get off the plantation. Right? I'm gonna show you. Let's go. Ooh wee. God bless. Hold on.
Nowadays and inflation and things of that nature, but I'm building farmers ever. Like, I'm just gonna put it out there. One of the biggest farmers ever. I want to be able to supply food and groceries to the world in the best way I can and create small holistic wellness villages and where people can retire, people can give birth, in the best way I can and create small holistic farmers ever. Like, I'm just gonna put it out there. Healthy life is the best life. I know being healthy is expensive nowadays and inflation and things of that nature, but I'm building towards becoming one of the biggest farmers ever. Like, I'm just gonna put it out there. One of the biggest farmers ever. I want to be able to supply food and groceries to the world in the best way I can and create small holistic wellness villages and where people can retire, people can give birth, women can give birth safely, families can, grow and build. And, I'm more into agriculture than I am to other things too. I'm trying to find farmers in Jersey, trying to find farmers in LA, trying to find farmers in Texas, trying to find a lot of agricultural specialists and experts so I can learn how to grow food. I'd rather know how to grow food than put a basketball in a hoop, and that's the only thing I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather learn how to tend to a garden and be fruitful off the land, and that's the real wealth. That's the real wealth there. So healthy life is the best life. I know being healthy is expensive nowadays and inflation and things of that nature, but I'm building towards becoming one of the biggest farmers ever. Like, I'm just going to put it out there. One of the biggest farmers ever. I want to be able to supply food and groceries to the world in the best way I can and create small holistic wellness villages and where people can retire, people can give birth, women can give birth safely, families can, grow and build. And, I'm more into agriculture than I am to other things too. I'm trying to find farmers in Jersey, trying to find farmers in LA, trying to find farmers in Texas, trying to find a lot of agricultural specialists and experts so I can learn how to grow food. I'd rather know how to grow food than put a basketball in a hoop, and that's the only thing I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather learn how to tend to a garden and be fruitful off the land, and that's the real wealth. That's the real wealth there.
So did you hear what Kyrie Irving said, right? And Kyrie Irving, we all know Kyrie Irving is a very intelligent brother. Kyrie Irving is the brother that was on the plantation, but he's trying to get right. He ain't trying, he's getting right, getting right with alignment with earth, getting right with alignment with God. A man like Kyrie Irving is getting in alignment with God so he can be on his purpose, his journey. And I salute him for that. But do y'all remember when Kyrie Irving said something that was against whoever or whatever, and he made a certain group of people feel a certain way? So they used their Uncle Tom to try to speak against, or to try to speak against what Kyrie Irving had said, to basically vilify him, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Turn him into a villain. But watch this shit, man. Watch Uncle Tom. See, Kyrie Irving he wants to get on that plantation and grow some food and free his people and buy some land and free his people and whoop-de-whoop. So God bless what he's talking about. He's talking about some righteous stuff, right?
Healthy life is the best life. I know being healthy is expensive.
Healthy life, right? You know what I mean?
Get right into it. Who the fuck gave y'all this title?
Hold on. Healthy life, right? So look, let me show you. So then after, look, let's watch this. Let's watch this.
Hate to any kind, to any race. Me personally, I don't condone any hate to any kind, to any race, to Jewish communities to Black communities to Asian communities. You guys know where I stand, and it's part of the reason why I didn't air the shop episode, why we kicked that, out of the archives, because it was hate conversation going on there, and I don't represent that. There's no place in this world for it. There's nobody can benefit from that. And
hold on. Let me stop Uncle Tom right there. There's no place in this world for hate, and nobody can benefit from that. My nigga, they profited for 500 years of free slave labor. There's plenty of profit in that. My brother, Uncle Tom, let me talk to you. There's billions of dollars in profit. There's so much profit in the slavery that the owner of your team that you play for has passed down slave money. There's so much profit in slavery. Not all NBA owners, but a lot of NBA owners have passed down slave money, slave wealth. And that's how they're able to buy you millions or thousands of players and pay y'all millions of dollars like that and put y'all on the fields and plantations. That's the reason why they're able to buy you and put you on the fields and plantations and make you play games, make you run and chase balls and throw balls and pass balls and catch balls in tights and underwear. And you do that shit gracefully. Tights, underwear, nut cups, and you gracefully do this shit. Gracefully jump up and down for balls. You gracefully injure your knees. You gracefully injure your body. You gracefully do this for Uncle Tom. You gracefully live the Uncle Tom lifestyle. And playing sports is not an Uncle Tom. Nope, it's not. But if you have the mindset of the person who enslaved you and captivated you, you're an Uncle Tom. Let's keep listening to Uncle. Let's listen to Unc talk. Let's listen to Unc. This Uncle Tom right here. Uncle T. Uncle T, keep talking, man. So there was hundreds of billions of dollars made off of the slave trade. So we're not going to talk about there's no profit in hate, because there's pure profit in hate. Stop playing with me. You can look, guns sell because of hate. That's pure profit. So you buying a gun because you hate this dude, you got beef with this dude. So now you're buying a gun to either protect yourself or to attack this person. That's pure profit. That's pure money based off of hatred. Stop playing with me.
Some harm to a lot of people. And he has since over the last, I think today or was it yesterday, he apologized. But he caused some harm. And I think it's unfortunate, but I don't stand on the position to harm people when it comes to your voice or your platform or anything. And so it doesn't matter what color your skin is, how tall you are, what position you are in. If you are promoting or soliciting or saying harmful things to any community that harm people, then I don't respect it. I don't condone it.
Considering you do identify that his actions as being harmful to people, what do you believe could be a resolution for him to get past the current suspensions that he has with the Nets and Nike?
I don't know. Because at the end of the day, Kyrie...
Did you hear what he said? Being that you know that boy was wrong, what should be the punishment for that boy? This is some slave. See, on the plantation, Uncle Tom, they used Uncle Tom to whip the other slaves as well. That way, because first off, Master didn't want to be perceived as totally evil because he needed his slaves to respect him. He needed them to fear and respect him. He needed them to listen when he said, Uncle Tom, they got them go whip you. Uncle Tom just did it. And that was more fear from Master than him having to whip you himself. if he had to whip you himself, you really violated, and he, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how that shit really went. They didn't have to do the work. They had Uncle Tom to do that shit for him. They had Uncle Tom tying you up to the post, Uncle Tom whipping you, and Uncle Tom untying you, and Uncle Tom taking you back to your cabin. That's what the hell was going on. And Uncle Tom, after he whooped you, he said, I took it easy on you, but you better stop talking about Massa like that. You know he don't like when you talk to him like that. I took it easy on you this time, but the next time, I'm going to break your back. You hear me? I was going to break your back. Now go lay down and put... Now go lay down and put some alcohol on there. Some witch hazel. Back in that days, they probably had witch hazel, which was like the equivalent to alcohol. Man, y'all better realize what's going on, man. This nigga said, how should we whoop him, LeBron? Uncle Tom, LeBron. Being that he was wrong for what he said, right? Uncle LeBron said, yeah, he was, Master. He was wrong. What should we do with him then? I don't know, Master, because he's his own man. Fucking Uncle Tom. Oh, my God. You Uncle Tom. You Uncle Tom. And you have the right to do what you want to do, and I'm not mad at you. But you Uncle Tom. Oh, you Uncle Tom. Oh, you Uncle Tom. Tom. Come on in the house now, yeah? Come on in here, Tom. Come on, Tom. Yes, sir, Master. I'm on the way, Master. Come on, Tom. Yes, sir, Master. I'm on the way. Tom, I need you to iron my clothes and make my lemonade the way I like it. You know how I like it. Yes, sir, Master. I like it the way you like it, too. Just the way you like it, the way I like it. All right, hurry up, Tom. I got the company coming. I like that lemonade you make. Yes, sir, Master. On the double. Fuck.
His own man. He stands up in front of the media and speaks. He is a man. He has a great family. I mean, I love the kid. Well, he's not even a kid anymore. He's 30. He just said that the other day in his presser. I was like,
I love this boy. I love this boy. Oh, he's not a boy anymore. Okay, well, I have to dress him as a man. Well, I love this kid. I love this. Shit. I love him. He's not a kid. He called him a boy. He called him a boy. I love this kid. This is a grown-ass man. Yo, let's go, man.
I don't know the direction, the steps that he take, but he's apologized for what he said. And I hope that he understands that what he said was harmful to a lot of people, and we as humans, none of us are perfect, but I hope he understands how, what he did or the actions that he took was just harmful to a lot of people. I really didn't get into it too much, but I understand that when you're hurting anybody, I understand that. That is just common sense.
And you don't piss your job off. You don't piss off your boss. I understand this. You don't piss off your boss. You don't piss off your job. I respect that. That's called not biting the hand that feeds you. It's because I don't, I would never disrespect my job and stuff like that because I still work. I'm still, out here. But I would say this, though. LeBron totally did some Uncle Tom shit right there. That was Uncle Tom shit. So watch this, y'all. Watch this, man. Watch this.
What's this headline that I see? LeBron doesn't stand with Kyrie. I believe what he did hurt a lot of people. Can't condone any kind of hate, which lead to this visual and ambiguous plan. LeBron holding the hand of this mysterious man at a Jewish wedding. So I researched that guy to find out he's an ex-con rabbi and this legit deceitful. Hard to stand with Kyrie when you're sitting with them people. Holding hands, secret meetings, just chill. Without saying much, this is real dangerous. Can't ignore this vicious. I mean, you don't find that suspicious? Not one bit crazy, no? Okay, wait, there's more. Remember the slogan that Kev say? Say it with your chest. Well, look what LeBron chest say. Presume I'm saying. Symbolization of the Boo Foundation. Sigma Pi Phi, now it's getting deeper. Black secret society of elites. They taking us for a ride. We worrying about the playoffs, getting played off to the side. And if I'm wrong, help me understand this. Cause right now, I ain't got the answers. Can't sway away for 1 second. Nah, this is one of my favorite legends. Hope is a mistake. I ain't been as disappointed since finding out wrestling was fake. When we don't stick together, then this begin. Man, divide and conquer wins again.
You know what I'm saying? And they put Kyrie versus Bro. I'm going to say this, though, y'all. That was a good, ill little song, wasn't it? That was pretty ill, right? That was pretty ill. But he did that. I ain't going to lie. But I'll say this, man. They keep using the house Negroes to them stop the field Negroes from getting up off the plantation, man. That's what it's about, man. It's really like that, man. They'll stop you. They'll do anything to keep you from getting off of that motherfucker, man. And I ain't talking about jobs. I'm talking about having real wealth and independence, man. Like, that's what life is about. It's about being freedom and wealth and independence, you know. But it's a lot of people who will never get that because of the world we're living in, you know what I'm saying? And it's also very hard for black men, especially because it's systematically set up for us to, you know, but we don't make excuses over here. We make shit happen, man. Cause I'm gonna tell you what, man, if I ever made excuses with my life, I wouldn't be nothing. I wouldn't be nowhere. You feel me? I don't make excuses. I just make shit happen, man. Life is only what you make it. It's gonna be what you make it, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So stay smart, stay strong. Don't let this shit break you. But this Uncle Tom shit is out of hand, man. Let me show y'all. Even the women have adopted the mindset of Uncle Tom now. Let me show you. It's not just men either. It's not. Watch this. Let me see what this is.
Gave y'all this title is to call yourself single mothers. Y'all bitches is not single mothers. Y'all are difficult bitches. A single mother is a female who raises her children or child. Good morning. We getting right into it. Who the fuck gave y'all this title is to call yourself single mothers? Y'all bitches is not single mothers. Y'all are difficult bitches. A single mother is a female who raises her children or child alone because the father of her children or child is either incarcerated, deceased, or just a flat-out deadbeat. So if your baby father doesn't fall under any of those categories, you're not a single mother. Some of y'all are baby mothers. You let the father see the kid, but you're just irritating. You're toxic. You want to argue. You want to be with him. Y'all know what y'all are. Y'all love that title. But the rest of y'all bitches are difficult bitches. Put that shit in your bio. You're not a boy mom. You're a difficult bitch. I call you up to get my kid. You say, yeah, it's cool, but let me ask you a question. You still with that bitch? What that got to do with anything? Click. You hang up. Now you sending him a long paragraph telling him how you're never going to see your kids, how he's getting put on child support. Does that sound like a fucking single mother to you? Or does that sound like a difficult bitch? Does this sound like a mother who's fucking tired, posted on fucking Instagram? Oh, I need a break. Postpartum is so fucking hard. You got the break, bitch. You so tired, but you got a whole bunch of mouth to argue with a nigga who just want to see his kid. You're not a single mother. You're a difficult bitch. When you bitches have conversations and you try to make yourselves a victim out, yeah, girl, I was with my kids all week and I'm a single mother. Stop telling bitches that. Tell her I'm a difficult bitch. My baby father want to see my kid, but because he don't want to be with me and because I think I run the shit over here, shit don't go how I go, how I say, then shit's not going. Why don't y'all start telling people that? Y'all bitches is not single fucking parents. Leave that shit in 2025 too. Pack that shit up.
Now, look, what she said made me think about something. It was very deep what she said. The difficult bitches, I hear that. That's not even why I was playing it, right? Because I don't have no problem with women. But I'm going to be honest. a lot of the women, modern women out here, have adopted Uncle Tom syndrome. They have adopted master slave breaking tactics. Because the number one way you break a slave is to take their baby from them when the baby's born. That was the number one way they used to break the slaves, like breed them, make babies, and take the baby as soon as the mom has the baby and take it to another plantation and sell it off to another plantation. That's what they used to do. And that would break the parent, and it psychologically put them through a lot of psychological warfare, a lot of trauma. And it was one of the breaking processes, you know, and breeding process as well. So it was not even just about cruelty, it was about breeding, you know. But I would say a lot of these modern women will keep the men from the children to hurt the fathers. Just, you know, it's like that's the only spiteful thing that they can do, to hurt you. And it doesn't just hurt the father, it hurts everybody, the children, you, and the father. It hurts everybody. You know what I mean? So those are slave tactics. Those are slavery tactics to keep the parents, to split up the parents and shit. They did that during the days of slavery. So why are we still dividing each other and splitting each other up and taking the children over here and not allowing them to be with the other parent? It's slavery repeating itself. You know what I'm saying? It's pure slavery repeating itself, man. I wish for nothing else in the world but that I, you know, could be in a good, loving relationship to where it's as harmonious and respectful and stuff like that. That's all I really care for, wish for, you know what I mean, on this left, like, because I got life figured out. I just got to keep working and getting to the money. But other than that, you know, partners, they just make life a little bit more easier and livable. But if you don't, bro, I just say, y'all, especially the mothers, the single mothers, have to stop using these kids as pawns, because they're not bargaining chips for food stamps. They're not bargaining chips for money. They're not bargaining chips. But I love y'all. I'm about to get off here and go spend some time with my kids, you know what I'm saying, before it's bedtime. But yeah, man, dang, boy, we out here using slavery tactics on each other, calling the slave catchers on the men, taking the children away, not letting the children see the men. Like, it's just slavery repeating itself, man. People like me, we see straight through it, and I'm tired of seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see more families stay together. I want to see grown people be together. I want to see grown people work together. You know what I mean? So I love y'all so much. It's your big homie, Big Bad A. It's the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. Thank y'all so much for tapping in and tuning in, man. Let's go.